Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turn 3 Racing Network. As tonight we are here for the AMA Pro Cup Esports Series, Ohio and Indiana Roofing League, as we are here for the SimWorks Performance 200 at Las Vegas. And tonight is going to be a great race for all of you out there watching. These drivers have been inching closer to getting on track after a long 2 weeks away from driving. These drivers hit the field for practice. I'll tell you, a lot of tires lit up, a lot of excitement, a lot of generated buzz around tonight's race. I am happy to be here along with you. My name is KR Stolfus, and I'm looking forward to a great night of racing right here along with y'all. If you're signing in from somewhere, let me know where you're at, where you're checking in from. It'll be a good time tonight, especially if we got people from all over the country watching. How's the weather where you're at? Nice day today for me. As you can see, on top of the speed charts for the moment is Steve Baker in his 55 machine. Baker also came into tonight as the points leader. Has a 19-point lead over Dustin German and a 23-point lead over Jerry West. Those two drivers sitting second and third in the points standings, as they are right now. All three of them are teammates from the Smoke Show Racing stable. I'll tell you, they are putting on a heck of a clinic this season, getting many podium finishes, several wins, and all three of them sitting on top of the points standings. A good start to the season for these guys. We are on race number 4. Have a long way to go still in this season, but an early start here for those Smoke Show Racing guys is something that they are proud of. They want to continue on, and we look forward to seeing what they have up their sleeve tonight. Right now we are watching the 47 machine of Ray Radford and a draft with the 94 of Troy Radford. Troy out there now getting in some practice laps. Right now Radford in the 47 machine, sitting in 4th place on the speed chart. Troy Radford in the 94 as he crosses the start-finish line there. He's going to stay in 17th position. This Las Vegas Motor Speedway track will have its ups and downs for these drivers. We'll be looking at strategies as they unfold here tonight. A lot of interesting things going to be happening, and it is up to me to make sure I catch it all as the 27 tags the ball. That is Darren Bruce. Tag the ball coming through that pile there and sending down to the bottom. We'll be seeing some of that here tonight, as well as the 42 of Chris McCullough dropping down underneath guys McCullough. Maybe on a little bit fresher tires, maybe just trying to see how much faster he is than these guys and just outrun them. Tire wear will be an issue here tonight. Drivers will have to maintain their tires, keep the speeds up. Don't want to overcook them here in the early stage of a fuel run and not have anything left towards the end. If you are just joining us, thank you very much. Tonight's race is the AMA Pro Cup Esports Series. It's sponsored by SimWorks Performance, the 200 miles at Las Vegas. If you're interested in iRacing a PC or a custom PC, make sure you hit up SimWorks Performance. A link is provided down below in the broadcast description. Happen to talk often with Brian Antonio. He's got some amazing builds, very good and clean lines on a lot of these computers that he puts out. A lot of time, a lot of effort into them, and they look very sharp in my opinion. So hit up Ryan Antonio at SimWorks Performance. We'd love to get the specs that you are after. You can recommend what kind of budget for those specs, or you can even give him a budget and he can recommend specs. He's got it all nailed down. That is SimWorks Performance. As I said, the link is provided down below in the broadcast description. Final 36 seconds of practice here. Been watching a lot of these cars, some great side-by-side racing here in practice. Could be a sign of things to come when everyone gets out on track at the same time. Right now we only have about 3 or 4 cars out there. Everyone just trying to log some laps and get ready for qualifying. Josh Spalding in the 48. Spalding no slouch behind the wheel. We'll see if he's got anything up his sleeve for tonight's event. We get ready to kick over into qualifying. First one out on track is Ben Quimby. Hunt Brothers Pizza Tin Machine. Quimby getting up to speed. 88 of Dale Osmond right behind him. This is single car qualifying. These drivers trying to lay down their best lap with no drafting help. It's just going to be who hit the most out of the machine here tonight for this qualifying session. Window low in the 09 machine rolling out on his Mission 22 Ford Mustang. The 9 machine of Zach Taylor also out there. Rolling around, getting his car up to speed. For the moment, Ben Quimby on top of the speed chart with a 31.515. Quimby down on the inside lane, shorting the track up as much as possible. Dropping down onto the apron to come across the start-finish line. And Quimby, fast lap of 30.613. Now he's going to be beat out by Zach Taylor. Taylor turning a 30.548. So Taylor on top of the speed chart for the moment. 4 drivers rolling in with their lap times. Rodrigo Loga on the track right now. He's scored in 6th, but he's across the line. We'll see if he moves up. And Loga is going to go to pole position in the 78. So Rodrigo on top now. And now Adam Chapman on top, winning the 83 machine with Stephen Carey in the 21, sitting in 2nd. While these guys are out rolling around, more drivers turning in some qualifying times. We're going to step away, get the national anthem in, and be right back to go racing.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming who's brought stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As qualifying is wrapped up, drivers are taking to the grid. That means it is time to go through our starting lineup for tonight's event. Adam Chapman on pole in the 83 machine with a fastest lap of a 30.488. On his outside is the 21 machine of Stephen Carey. Row number 2 will be the 27 of Darren Bruce and the 6 of Adam Jones. Row 3 will be the 78 of Rodrigo Loga, and on his outside will be the 9 of Zach Taylor. Row 4 will be the 1 of Dustin Ping and the 10 of Ben Quimby. Row 5 will be the 03 of Kenneth McCullough and the 09 of Wendell Lowe. Row 6 will be the 00 of Chris Canfield and the 88 of Dale Osmond. Row 7 will be the 86 of Jerry West and the 48 of Josh Spalding. Row number 8 will be the 99 of Dustin German and his teammate Steve Baker on his outside in the 55 machine. Row 9 will be Troy Radford in the 94 machine and the 52 of Tyler Hilton. Row 10 will be the 19 of Cade Green and the 42 of Chris McCullough. Row 11 will be the 8 machine of Dave McCullough and the 12 of Tony Quadros. Row 12 will be the 45 of Doug Wysocki and the 46 of Chris Bedford. Row 13 will be Ray Radford and Mike Massengill in the 4 machine. Be our race control / admin for tonight. So thank you, Mike, for what you do here this evening. Can't be an easy job to be an admin. Not a lot of fun in that. Here we go, folks. Drivers, 2 weeks off from racing. Everyone's strapped into their cars. They are ready to go 200 miles as fast as they possibly can. However, only one person is going to be the fastest. Who's it going to be? Adam Chapman putting his name in the hat early for winning this thing, as he is going to start this race from the pole position. The Ford Mustang out of our way. And here we go. Drivers waiting patiently for the green flag to drop, and away we go. The SimWorks Performance 200 at Las Vegas is underway. Side by side, very early, cars starting to scatter, trying to find some room to race. A little bit of a stack up going into turn one in the middle of the field. Looks like everyone's gonna squeeze through whatever happened there. Someone maybe missed a shift trying to get up to speed. Very easy to do that. We're looking at the 99 of Dustin German right now as he is driving around on the bottom here. Meanwhile, Darren Bruce in the 27 has moved his machine to the front of the field. He is wasting no time trying to lead this thing. Now the 78 of Rodrigo Loga on the bottom. He's got a run on the inside. And here comes the one of Dustin Ping to his outside. You guys are driving like it's a super speedway series. Using the draft to their advantage. Getting a run off of each other. Pulling out to make a move. If you're going to try something, now is the time to try it for sure. You can log it into your memory banks. Put it in your notebook. Hey, that worked. That didn't work. 134 laps for tonight's event. Fuel run here. Ooh, contact early. Ooh, everyone saves it somehow. The 83 machine of Adam Chapman got sideways in front of everyone on the front stretch. Gathered it back in. We stay green. Good driving on their part there from the front of the pack. Good save, I should say. Chapman doesn't look like he's got too much damage, and Rodrigo in the 78 machine out front, trying to fend off a charging 00 of Chris Canfield. Canfield moving up to the high side now. The one of Dustin Ping tucked in right behind him. They're going to try and get a run off the corner here down this back stretch. Use the momentum gained from the high side. Carry it down into 3 and 4. They're still up onto the top here. Loga, however, has not come up off the bottom. He is using that inside lane to his advantage, and it looks like the 00 Canfield is going to lead that lap. Dustin Ping right behind him, pushing as if he is at Daytona or Talladega. Loga hugging that bottom with about a 4-car train. Now Dustin Ping's going to slice down in front of him. Ping with the run on the inside. Canfield still staying committed to the outer lane. Now it looks like he's going to try and squeeze in. The hole was not there, though. Close, but no cigars. Canfield's going to work that upper lane still, but Dustin Ping leading his first lap of the race. And Ping on the bottom now, hugging that white line. Does not want to let anyone underneath him. He's trying to throw a block on Loga there. Who does it look like? The 9 machine of Zach Taylor entered a little high, scraped the wall a little bit. Didn't seem to scrub off too much speed. Trying to really open up his arc into the corner. Just a little bit too close to the wall there. But Dustin Ping out front now. Still have a lot of cars in this mix for the lead as we go on aboard with the 8 of Dave McCullough. Here comes the 9 of Zach Taylor, making it 3 wide right through the middle. Down into 1 and 2 they go, still running very quick lap times. Drivers using the draft entire way around this track. Dustin King is your race leader. He has led for the last 4 laps. The back of the field, though, things are a little bit calmer, a little deeper. Chris Mefford in the 46 machine. Right now, he is sitting in 21st place, right in front of the 48 of Josh Spalding. And then Ray Radford in the 47 machine. Ray Radford finds himself 6 seconds off the lead pack here. Kenneth McCullough, I believe he started from pit lane. Is the last car out on track in 24th spot. Abe Green in the 19 looks like he only was able to make no laps. Abe Green unable to start tonight's race. Trey Bass also unable to answer the call for the start of the race. Dustin King is your race leader. He has got the 21 of Stephen Carey tucked in right behind him. Field working its way off at turn number 2. They're starting to spread out. You can see tire wear really starting to come into play now. Our last lap time was a 30.490. Our fastest lap so far has been a 29.841. I'm sorry, a 29.686 by Ben Quimby. The lap times are starting to be affected here, almost a half a second fall off. Stephen Carey in the 21, your race leader. Carey's got that 21 machine wound up. Looks like he is taking his time to get back to the front. He started this race on the front row. Lost a little bit of ground, let the drivers battle it out, some scrub off some speed, some tires, and Carey played it very patiently. He finds himself back in the lead now. Our field run is right around 35 laps, depending on how much drafting or how much wide open you are. We're about the 35 lap mark. We'll see these guys setting up for a green flag pit stop. Tires, however, around lap 20, everyone's going to really start wanting some fresh tires. That will start mixing the race up here, especially if we see a long green flag run. Someone will probably do a short pit situation to try and make up some ground. Everyone running very close to each other. On a nose to tail action here, single file, but everyone within striking distance of someone in front of them. Right now we're looking at the 12 of Tony Quadros. Tony started 22nd, and right now he's all the way up into 14th spot. Tony making some moves here early on in this race, gaining quite a few positions. Check in on our points leader, Steve Baker in the 55 machine. Started 16th. Oh, as we got one in the wall, it looked like Rodrigo Loga hard into the wall. We stay green, and now the caution is going to come out. As the 78 hard into the wall, torn up all around. Let's figure out what happened to Loga. He's going down the Nellis straightaway. Into 3 and 4 he goes. He's got the 8 machine of Dave McCullough underneath him. Dave McCullough washes up just a little bit, gives him a tap into his bumper. A lot of drivers on the brakes hard. They're trying to split the difference, and the 78 does a good job of keeping it under control, but unfortunately for him, heavy damage on that 78 machine. Troy Radford scraping the wall, trying to squeeze on by him. Cade Green in the 19 machine has made it out onto pit lane. We'll see if he can get that 19 fired up and rolling. Will find himself several laps down, and it looks like just not ready yet. The 21 machine on pit road. I expect to see 4 tires and fuel from everyone here. Maybe someone from the back of the pack will try a 2-tire stop. Still early. This would be a good time to try it. Let you know if it's a viable option for something at the end of the race. Everyone into their pit boxes, and Dale Osmond in the 88 rolling out. Looks like maybe Dale missed his pit box. Not 100% sure, so that would not be a good situation for him. Stephen Carey wins the race off of pit road. Kenneth McCullough and Dustin Ping follow in behind him. Your race leader right now, though, is the 12 of Tony Quadros. Don't know if Tony is going to come down pit road this time or not. Has not yet hit pit road since the drop of the green flag. Dale Osmond in the 88 looks like has missed pit road and maybe getting ready to come back down, or missed his pit box, and now he is coming back down pit road. An unfortunate mistake for the 88 machine. Still very early in tonight's event. Lots of opportunity to recover from that. Any number of things could have happened that we missed. Car pull out in front of him, had to jam on the brakes. Car on his inside, any number of things. Could be able to recover though. Tony Quadros out front leads a lap, but when we go green, only have at most 10 laps, or he'll have to come down pit road. Or maybe Tony just wanted to lead a lap. He might try and hit pit road this time. Not 100% sure. Stephen Carey on 4 fresh tires right now, running up behind the 12 machine, and Tony is going to come down pit road this time, as he was after just trying to lead a lap, getting a bonus point for doing that. Several other drivers also coming down pit road to top off. 10 machine, Ben Quimby, 47 of Ray Bradford, 86 of Jerry West, A. Weezy himself, and the 9 of Zach Taylor. All those guys hitting pit road. Kenneth McCullough also on pit road, and a few other last second pit stop takers topping off their fuel tanks as we get ready to go green flag racing. for the SimWorks Performance 200 right here at Las Vegas. Ellis straightaway where we find our cars. Lights are off on the Ford Mustang. That means it's time to go racing once again. Our opening run, about 18 to 19 laps, and then just a little unfortunate contact. Brought out the yellow. One car caught up in that. That was Rodrigo Loga. The green flag is out, and we are back underway. As Stephen Carey wasting no time getting on the throttle, trying to open up a bit of a gap. Glad to see the 19 of Kate Green rolling out on the track. He does find himself 20 laps down. He's going to get out there and get after it as a 00 Chris Canfield making a move on the inside of the 21 machine, diving down through 1 and 2. He's going to have Dustin Ping following suit. And now Ping making a move off the inside. Ping going to try and pull door to door with him. And Canfield in the 00, I believe, is the one who led that lap. But Dustin Ping was able to squeeze on by after that. And now Dustin Ping has the lead. Darren Bruce in the 27 machine, lone car on the inside line. As Dustin Ping drops down to the bottom. Looks like everyone's starting to roll to the high side here. We go on board with Darren Bruce in the 27. Darren glued to the back bumper of Dustin Ping in the 1 machine. Kind of hold your breath moment there as everyone's fighting for some racing room. Looks like we're going to try and go 3 wide off of turn number 2 down the straightaway. Everyone using the momentum that they gain, trying to scatter on the straightaway. It really mixes this field up, really is causing these drivers to have to pay attention to their mirrors. A lot of mirror driving, a lot of shuffling going on. A driver in a situation like this, you have got to be very aware of what cars are around you. Get tuned to your spotter to know whether you're here or not, whether you got a car on your inside. A lot of room being given, a lot of give and take going on right now. These tires are fresh. These drivers can really lay down some lap times. Not a lot of lifting involved in these cars when you got these fresh tires, so everyone really able to get up on the wheel. Sixth machine of Adam Jones. Jones in this lead pack of cars, and then a little bit back to the 94 Troy Radford, and by a little bit, I mean 0.83 seconds. But the 6 of Adam Jones, he's now on the outside. Cars in that outside lane. If the 21 of Stephen Carey will have anything in this later stage of the run. Strong car towards the end of that fuel run right before the caution came out. It seemed like anyone could find a way around him. Check in on some of our other drivers who have had some issues here tonight. Dale Osmond in the 88 had to make a second trip down pit road. Right now he finds himself in 18th spot in the 88 machine. However, he is trapped by SSR driver Smoke Show Racing Steve Baker in the 55. 99 of Dustin German and the 86 of Jerry West. Three drivers might just be chilling out at the back of the pack here, waiting for their chance to start moving through the field, as we're looking at just about 100 laps to go in tonight's event. 134 laps the total distance. Still side by side they go for the lead. Canfield in the 00, clear of Dustin King in the 1, but did not drop down in front of him. So maybe Canfield starting to like that high side, and now he is going to drop down. Carry in the 21 with a run off the corner. He's going to stay tucked in behind the 00. Now he makes his move to the outer lane. Going to try and get some momentum built up, but he has the 6th behind him of Adam Jones. Canfield does not have anyone directly behind him. Canfield all by himself as the 27 of Darren Bruce slices down to the inside. The 8 of Dave McCullough starting to make some noise here, working his way to the front. He has his White Trash Racing teammate Kenneth McCullough right behind him in the 03 machine. Now Dustin King goes from the lead, finds himself in 4th place. Stephen Carey and Adam Jones out front running 1st and 2nd. Canfield now in 3rd place as Dustin King's going to try and make a move on his outside. Rodrigo Loga, after almost 10 minutes on a pit road, rolls back out on the track. See how much speed that 78 machine can recover. He has a long race to go. He already finds himself 4 laps down. You have one car on the 1 lap down schedule. That is the 12 machine of Tony Quadros. Should the caution flag fly, could be the only one on this 1 lap down strategy. Could be able to get his lap back. Back up front, your top 5 looks something like this. Carry in the 21, the 6 of Adam Jones. Oh no, Dustin King, Darren Bruce in the 27 machine. And Chris Canfield, 00, rounding out your top 5. They're on 38 of 134 laps. Gary gonna lead another lap. Drivers starting to spread out now as we are getting close where the tires started to give up last time. That was when Stephen Carey really started to shine as this tire run, fuel run got deeper into itself. Got a good little battle here in the middle of the pack. 9 machine of Zach Taylor, the 52 of Tyler Hilton. These two are running door to door, side by side as contact is made right there. Tyler Hilton in the 52 able to save it, but he is going to lose a lot of ground. Green flag stays out. What a save that was as more contact is happening. 9 is Zach Taylor trying to gather his car in. Dale Osmond in the 88 machine He's now trying to make his move on the outside of Zach Taylor, taking advantage of Taylor's lost momentum. Off the straightaway, off the corner and onto the straightaway. Taylor in the 9, able to fend off Dale Osmond for the moment. So a couple of hold your breath situations there for Zach Taylor and Tyler Hilton. Both drivers able to come away with minimal contact. Tyler Hilton, short trip through the grass. He was able to keep the car straight and not hit anything, so his race can continue. Meanwhile, back to the front we go. Stephen Carey in the 21, your race leader. It looks like he is starting to open up a gap for the first time all race. We have the biggest lead we have seen. Stephen Carey is looking like he is trying to run away from these guys. You're on what, 23 from the last time they were on pit road. Carey now opening up over a half-second lead right now at a 0.65 over Adam Jones. We got one going around. That is the 8 of Dave McCullough. The caution flag is going to come out. Something happened to the 8 of Dave McCullough down the Nellis straightaway. McCullough is going to touch the apron, get sideways. Roy Radford trying to get down underneath him. McCullough able to keep the car off of Radford, but then it snapped back to the wall. He made heavy contact with that outside wall. He touches the apron, it upsets the car. He goes into a slow drift. Couldn't quite get it back underneath him. And then all of a sudden it just hooked to the outer wall. That sends the drivers down and around him scattering. But once again, we are getting close to the end of a tire run. And we get another caution here. So the 21 of Stephen Carey, first on the pit road. 4 tires and fuel on the agenda, I am sure. One car getting the wave around, that is the 12 of Tony Quadros. Carey is going to win the race off of pit road. Darren Bruce in a close battle with the 6 of Adam Jones. It looks like Jones awarded that one. But Stephen Carey easily on and off of pit road. Let's see if we can't take a moment here. Talk to one of our drivers in the 88 machine. That is Dale Osmond. Dale, you got your ears on, bud?
Yeah, I've got you.
Well, Dale, that 88 machine looked like it had a big moment there as it looked like Zach Taylor in the 9 and Tyler Hilton got sideways in front of you. What were you able to see in that situation?
I saw that I needed to slow down.
Well, it seems like it worked well for you. You were able to squeeze through and then challenge Taylor for a few laps, trying to get around him. How's your car feeling out there tonight?
You know, it's feeling good. After a few laps go down, it starts getting really tight, but I'm just trying to sit in the back here and run out these laps for a while.
A nice safe strategy is your plan for the moment.
Yep, I'm pretty much treating this as a super speedway race.
Now, are you all able to run flat foot the entire way around, or are you drivers having to lift?
For the first 5 or so laps, I'm able to run flat foot, and then if you're right up on someone, you start having to lift.
All right, man. Well, thank you for taking the time to talk to us. Any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give?
Yeah, I mean, everyone in this race has been really clean so far, except for that one little thing there. And then my family watching.
All right, Dale. Well, good luck to you, man. And again, thank you. Dale Osmond, driver of the 88 machine, allowing us to interrupt his concentration. A quick word in with him. 21, Stephen Carey. Your race leader, Rodrigo Loga. Wrapped between him and the pace car. Loga's car been on and off pit road several times. Does find himself laps down. Still out there chugging along with the 19 of Cade Green. Cade missed the first 22 laps of the race. Got his car working, got it rolling, and he's been out there hoping that he can take advantage of some other drivers. I heard it from Dale Osmond. These guys got about 5 laps of wide open, not having to lift racing. And it really does show. You can see drivers really battling it out during these restarts. And then as the tires wear off, Stephen Carey really starts to shine. He was able to open up the 6-second lead over the 6 of Adam Jones. That was the biggest lead we had seen so far today. Of course, all that was wiped out when the 8 went for a spin down the straightaway, bringing out the caution. We are ready to go racing once again in the SimWorks Performance 200. Pace car is off. Gary in control of the field. He gets on the throttle, and the field gets up to speed. Who can get through the gearbox cleanly and quickly, efficiently, not missing a gear? Well, it looks like everyone did just fine. 21 machine of Carey now has to figure out how to hold off of very fast cars. Here comes the 6 of Adam Jones and the 27 of Darren Bruce, making it 3 wide into turn number 3. The 6 of Jones is going to motor on past as he did not lift. Darren Bruce did. Wisely backed up out of it. Things are getting hairy up here at the front on these restarts. Go on board with Troy Radford in the National Kidney Foundation 94 machine. He's going to make a move to the inside. He's back up to the high lane for the corner. Troy with a little bit of a wrinkle on the right front. May not be affecting him too much in the draft. Might come into play later on if he finds himself out in the open. Got a few cars to pass to get there though. Tyler Hilton in the 52. He briefly turned his car into a lawnmower. Finds a way into the top 5 battle here. He's the 3rd car on the inside lane. Tyler started 18th. Had to save his car after minor contact with him and Zach Taylor. The 50 able to keep on going. Right in the grass on the front stretch. Now he finds himself battling for 5th place in this gigantic lead pack of drivers. We ride along with Chris Mefford in the 46. Effort started 24th and has quietly worked his way to the front. Finds himself in 9th place. Wide action up ahead. Drivers really getting after it. But it's starting to get to the point where we're about 5 laps into this green flag run. Now who can manage their tires? Take full advantage of it. Carey has been the one doing it the best so far, but other drivers have had an opportunity to look at what he is doing. Might be able to pick up on it, maybe even do it a little bit better. That is a disadvantage carrying a situation like that. And out front, leading all these laps, showing these guys how to get around here. The 42 of Chris McCullough finds himself in 8th place on the outside of the 9 of Zach Taylor. Taylor hugging that white line, and now the 42 of McCullough going to tuck in behind Taylor. '45 of Doug Wysocki, haven't got to talk a lot about him yet tonight. But Doug Wysocki finds himself in 11th place after starting 23rd. So I think a lot of drivers moving up through the field, a lot of them dropping back through the field. Everyone just trying to find some room to run all wide open for the first laps during the restart. Doug Wysocki finds himself on the inside line. One driver who's dropping back here in a hurry, and that is the 52 of Tyler Hilton. He's losing a lot of ground. Not sure what happened to Tyler Hilton, but the 52 went from battling in the top 5 to falling all the way to 12th place. Meanwhile, Tony Quadros able to get the free pass on the first caution we had tonight, or the second caution I should say. He's taking advantage of that. He finds himself all the way up into 14th place, right behind the 03 of Kenneth McCullough. Our points leader, Steve Baker, still sitting here at the back of the pack. We got lap 60 of 134. These SSR drivers all right next to each other. And all of them are at the back end of this running order. Bill Osmond in the 88 machine sitting in 19th spot. And behind him, the 48 of Josh Spalding. All these drivers giving a little bit of room to the craziness going on at the front. You definitely want to keep an eye on the 5 drivers. Dustin German in the 99, Steve Baker in the 55, the 86 of Jerry West, the 88 of Dale Osmond, and the 48 Josh Spalding. I have a feeling those guys are just riding around at the back, letting this race play itself out before they decide to make their move. A lot of drivers treating it just like it is a Daytona or Talladega race. Trying to hang out at the back, avoid the big one. Let the crashing happen in front of you, and then you just go right on by as they are all on the trailer back pits. The race leader is Stephen Carey. He has been out front for 35 laps. We are nearing the halfway point in this race. We are also getting to the point where Tires are starting to fall off. Back into the 32nd bracket. Last lap time for our race leader, Stephen Carey, was a 30.479. About a half second off his fastest lap of the race. Field starting to screen out, getting single file. A little puff of smoke there from someone. Believe that would just be an internet connection issue. Don't know who that was. Seeing as no one is falling off pace, I'm going to go ahead and assume that someone just rejoined the racing surface. The smoke was the tires hiding there. Maybe we should start rolling it. Matt Taylor in the 9 machine. Trying to find a way around the 94 Troy Radford. Meanwhile, the 6 Adam Jones down below the inside of the 83 of Adam Chapman. Chapman in the 83 had a big moment early on in this race. Like he has recovered very nicely from that. Lost a lot of ground. But now he finds himself in 4th place. Good run going here. I think we're going to start seeing green flag pit stops before too long. Maybe in about the next 10 laps or so. That would put these drivers, if they can make it about 10 more laps, would put them in a one-stop strategy for the rest of the race. Should it stay green, someone's going to try and hit pit road as soon as possible. Be the first one on pit road, first one with those 4 fresh tires. Back out there as quick as possible as Bruce is going to tag the wall coming off at turn number 4 just a little bit there. A little scuff on the paint job, that ain't going to hurt it none. Just buff that right on out on the next pit stop. Send it to the detail shop. It's got a little scratch in it. There, Bruce, not losing a whole lot of ground. Did break up his momentum a little bit. That allowed Dustin Ping in the 1 to close up onto his back bumper. Very close now. We go on aboard with the 1 of Dustin Ping. Ping gonna make a move to the inside here. Trying to pull up alongside door to door. Can't quite get the run off the corner he needed. Aaron Bruce in the 27 holds him off for now. Meanwhile, the 12 of Tony Quadros and the 03 of Kenneth McCullough, they are running door to door. Quadros on the inside, McCullough on the outside as they work their way through 1 and 2. Now Quadros gonna get tucked into line here. A lot of these drivers deciding on single file racing, and then as I say that, the 99 of Dustin German's gonna step out on the lap down machine of Cade Green in the 19. Cade outrunning his laps, trying not to interfere with too many of these cars, but he does serve a spot on the track. There he is going to drop down to the inside. Dustin German in the 99, now making a move on the outside of the 52 of Tyler Hilton. SSR drivers running nose to tail in that upper lane. And Stephen Carey once again starting to open up a lead as he has got a 1.4 second lead over the rest of the field. We've gotten about 23 laps into this fuel run since the drop of the green flag. carry out all by himself. Now inching up on about a 1 second fall off from his fastest lap. But of all the cars that are slowing down, his is slowing down the least, as he has now got a 1.6 second lead. So this long green flag run really playing into his wheelhouse right now. Is on track to lead the most laps here tonight with 47 laps led so far. SimWorks Performance 200 at Las Vegas. On the downhill side of our laps now. The race leader is carrying in 21. So far, no one coming pit road. I have a feeling that's going to change before too much longer. Dustin Ping in the 1, pulling alongside the 83 of Adam Chapman. Adam Chapman easily making the pass there. Now Chapman sets his sights on the 27 of Darren Bruce. 83 machine on the bottom. He's going to make that car stick as he touched the apron there a little bit, upset the car, broke up his momentum some, was able to recover, get back to rolling. Here comes the 94 Troy Radford. Radford looking to the outside now. Thought maybe he was going to dive down to the inside of the 1. As Chapman does complete the pass, he moves into second. Darren Bruce in the 27. He's going to make contact. He's going around. Troy Radford spinning. Chris McCullough hard into the wall. Tyler Hilton hard into the wall. The 19 machine of Cade Green slams the wall. Multiple car incident down the Nellis straightaway. We're going to go to our replay here with Troy Radford. It looked like the 27 of Darren Bruce and the 1 of Dustin Ping make contact. Troy Radford going for a spin and getting hit by Tyler Hilton as Hilton went for a ride as well. Man, oh man, a lot of torn up race cars in that one, and it all started in the battle for third place. Everyone coming down pit road as we once again see that as these tires start to wear off, the car doesn't quite handle the same. Drivers start making a little bit of mistakes here and there with where they're placing their car. Rodrigo Loga in the 78 trying to catch up to the pace car so he can make his pit stop. Loga finds himself 19 laps down. Race off of pit road, won by the 21 of Steve Carey. Adam Chapman in the 83 second. Chris Medford able to survive that pile up on the backstretch. Gonna come off pit road in third place. Adam Jones in the 6th machine will be fourth. And rounding out your top 5 will be 03 of Kenneth McCullough. Guys, we're going to step away for just a minute. No one go anywhere. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As the field is formed up, we are getting ready to go back to green flag racing. Stephen Carey, your race leader, electing the outside lane for this restart. Field working its way through 3 and 4. Lights are out on the Ford Mustang, so it is time to get back to flag racing. Are tracking down towards the end of this race. Drivers will have to make one more pit stop to make it to the end of this event. Pace car is off. Here we go. Stephen Carey on the throttle, hitting up gears very cleanly and quickly. Adam Chapman in the 83 machine got caught napping a little bit there. Chris Medford in the 46. He's going to take advantage of that situation. Medford finds himself in second place for the first time tonight. That 46 has slowly been working its way to the front. Now he's just got one more car to deal with before he can say that he is going to lead this thing. And that is going to happen right now. The 46 on the inside of Stephen Carey. And Chris Medford, your race leader, leading his first lap of the race. The 83, Adam Chapman, now he looks to the inside like he's going to try and take it away from him. Coming up off the corner, he has got him cleared. Chapman not pulling up to the outer lane. He is going to stay down on the white line. And the 03 of Kenneth McCullough tucked in behind the 83. Dustin Ping in the 1, 3 wide racing action with Stephen Carey in the 21. Now Kenneth McCullough in the 03. He's going to make a move to the outside. Carey going to go with him as they race their way side by side into 1 and 2. The 6 machine of Adam Jones, he is playing ping pong back there, trying to decide if he wants to go to the inside or the outside lane. But Chris Medford, as quickly as he was the race leader, finds himself in 6th place now. And here comes the 88 of Dale Osmond. He's starting to work his way to the front. So is Jerry West and Dustin German. Okay, we keep an eye on these guys, and as laps are starting to tick down, they are starting to make their presence felt. Powerhouse this season, Coach Show Racing. Dustin German, Gary West, and Steve Baker. All those guys now inching their way towards the front, but your race leader is the 03 of Kenneth McCullough. He's got the 21 of Stephen Carey on his back bumper, pushing him down the straightaway. Now Carey's going to make a move to the inside. Carey, now your race leader. Adam Chapman in the 83, second car on the inside line. Dustin Ping in the 1. Who was the 83 and the 03? Got very close. Now we're looking at 3 wide as Adam Chapman tried to close the door on the 6 of Adam Jones. Everyone reacted very well there. No one tried to force an issue. Everyone just checked up a little bit. 21 machine really has done a great job here tonight, getting the most laps in the first half of the race. On track to lock down, leading the most laps overall. Hasn't done so yet. Now the 03 Kenneth McCullough finds himself in clean air on the outer lane. Dustin Ping in the 1 right behind him. Tony Quadros in the 12 was 1 lap down at one point in this race. He is now sitting inside the top 10. He's got Jerry West in the 6 right behind him, and Baker, who was our points leader coming into tonight's race. These SSR drivers haven't made a whole lot of noise yet. I expect to see that change here as we are closing in on what be the final pit stop of the race. Down to 0-3 of McCullough, who has been battling on the outer lane, starting to inch away from the 21 at Carey. Even Carey and the 0-3 make contact. Dustin Ping hard into the wall. Everyone scrambles for a spot to save their machines, and somehow we stay green. It looked like the 21 at Carey pushed up into the 0-3 of McCullough. That left the 1 of Dustin Ping with nowhere to go. But it looks like everyone able to keep rolling with no other issues other than contact with each other in the wall. It does look like it has knocked some steam out of the 0-3 machine, but he's still out there right now. He is in 5th place. Carey is your race leader. You have 16 cars on the lead lap. 09 of Wendell Lowe is the last car on the lead lap. Tyler Hilton in the 52 machine is 2 laps down in 17th spot. Rodrigo Loga running in 21st spot is 19 laps down. That means 18th. Ooh. Wendell Lowe has a big moment coming up off the corner here. Good save for the 09. Thought he was a lawnmower for a second. Decided lawn mowing business isn't as much fun as the racing business, so he's back out on track. Tyler Hilton right now, 2 laps down, he's in 17th spot. 18th is the 94 Troy Radford. Radford has packed it up. He has left track for the night. Aaron Bruce on pit road in 19th spot. He is finds himself 16 laps down. Chris McCullough in 20th spot, 17 laps down, but he is packed up. He is headed home as well. We got Rodrigo Loga in the 78 machine, still out there churning laps, but he is 19 laps down. And Cade Green finds himself in 22nd. He is on pit road, but has been in his pit stall for the last 12 minutes. So more repairs going on that 19 machine after smacking the inside wall in that big incident down the backstretch. Chris Canfield in the 00 finds himself 23rd. Done and out for the night. Dave McCullough in the 8 machine also packed up and headed home. And Ray Radford in the 47 machine will be scored in 25th place here tonight. Stephen Carey starting to open up a lap, or a lead again, as we get into the later laps of this tire run. These drivers were last on pit road 19 laps ago. Starting to see the transition where these cars go from being able to run wide open, drivers having to get their elbows up a little bit of throttle control. Car's gonna start sliding. Dale Osmond said they get tight. That would explain why we're seeing a lot of these drivers come up off the corner and tagging the car on their outer floor panel. Adam Chapman in the 18 machine finds himself in 3rd place right now. Our pole sitter for tonight. Chapman working behind the bumper of the 6. Little bit of lift on corner entry. And all right, back into the throttle. Trying to find a way down underneath the six machine. Working the throttle there, trying to make sure he keeps that car under control on the inside. '46 machine of Chris Medford sitting in fourth, watching these two battle it out for second place. Stephen Carey pulling away to a 1 second lead now. '99 of Dustin German sitting in sixth place. Kenneth McCullough in the 03 finds himself still in fifth after battling for the lead. Dale Osmond in the 88 sitting in seventh. Baker in 8th, and Jay Luby in the 86 machine finds himself in 9th with Tony Quadros rounding out the top 10 here for the moment. So Carey with a big old lead now. By big old lead, I mean it's just floating right around a second, but that has proven to be a huge lead in tonight's event. He's got to be wondering, how is this race going to play out? Does a great job in these long fuel runs, but things are so sketchy for the first 6-7 laps on a restart. Everyone on 4 fresh tires, everyone able to run wide open. Carey able to find a way in those situations to conserve some tire here. He has just been out front in dominating fashion, leading the most laps. I do want to point out that the 27 of Darren Bruce has made it back out on track, and he is 23 laps down in 20th spot. Does have an opportunity to pass Troy Radford here in the next 3 laps. Troy Radford has loaded up for the evening. The green flag pit stops are starting to happen. Already have a few drivers slowing down, hitting pit road. Kerry West pulling off pit road there. He has lost a lap to the leader in his pit stop. And Stephen Carey staying out for another lap, but Kerry West will be one of the drivers on fresh tires. Chris Medford in the 46, Tony Quadro in the 12. They're making their way off the track, pit lane back onto the track. Oh my goodness, getting a little tongue-tied there. But our race leader in the 21 machine not hitting pit road just yet. Gonna have to be careful when these drivers with 4 fresh tires really gonna be start closing up about a second a lap on him. He makes his way by the 27 of Darren Bruce. Baker in the 55, rolling back onto the track after making his pit stop. Everyone that just went on by him, Chris Medford, Adam Chapman, Tony Quadros, and Jerry West, all those guys have made their pit stops. So for the drivers who have been on and off pit road, Jerry West leading the charge for the moment. Chris Medford in the 46, right behind him. Josh Spalding in the 48. He is now getting passed for position by all of these drivers, but they all find themselves still trapped 1 lap down, as Stephen Carey in the 21 has not yet come down to pit road. Carey continues to ride around out there. Looks like he is going to try and run it to his fuel tank is dry. Here comes 99 of Dustin German and the 88 of Dale Osmond. So Carey now one of 2 drivers that have not made a pit stop. Stephen Carey, Adam Jones, and Kenneth McCullough. None of those guys have hit pit road just yet. Meanwhile, the battle for drivers who have been on pit road, that is an intense little battle here, including the 46 of Chris Mefford, the 83 of Adam Chapman, and the 86 of Jerry West. Throw in Tony Quadros for good measure with Steve Baker to spice it all up. Got a little 5-car battle here. These guys all being on and off pit road. Gonna squeeze on by Dale Osmond. And Stephen Carey continues to motor around. Carey's last lap was a 30.955. Chris Medford was at a 30. So, not quite a full second by Stephen Carey. However, he will have the opportunity, not necessarily need to take a full tank of fuel. He might be trying a shorter time on pit road. We are coming up on 20 laps to go in this race. Stephen Carey, a different way of looking at this strategy here. He's going to try and make his pit stop as short as possible. Is losing some time to the drivers that have pitted. These guys, Gary West in the 86, leading this pack of drivers who have all been on and off pit road. And Carey does not come down pit lane once again, so he is really running this thing out. Adam Jones and Kenneth McCullough are also on the same strategy. They're sitting at first, second, and third. They are really giving up some time to these drivers who have hit pit road already. Now Carey hits his pit stop. Gary West leading the charge of drivers have made their pit stop. They get back on the lead lap. That comes down to can Carey get in and out of his pit stall when these drivers come back around a second time. And now it looks like Adam Jones in the 6 is going to slow it down, and he's going to try and hit pit road. So is the 03 of Kenneth McCullough. Carey taking 4 tires here and fuel. He gets rolling, but here comes Jerry West, and Jerry West is going to pass him for the lead. Good strategy for the 86 and the 46. The caution flag is going to come out. Not sure who spun around. But I saw someone spinning on the backstretch, so let's see what Jerry West in the 86 happened to see. Quite tell who that was. Unfortunately, someone went for a spin down the backstretch. That is going to bring out a caution. That's really going to throw a wrench into tonight's plans for these drivers. Pace car has picked up the field a little bit here. Jerry West in the 86, still running around wide open. Not sure why. England might have picked the car there. So the first car behind the pace car right now is the 11th place, the 03 of Kenneth McCullough. Stephen Carey in the 21. Got to be a little disappointed in that caution coming out when it did, but it may have saved him in this situation. He had lost a lot of time to Jerry West in the 86. Now Jerry West coming down pit road. Stephen Carey not going to have to pit because he had just started making his way off of pit road when the caution came out. Well, this is going to cycle things kind of back into Carey's favor. Wow, what a turn of events for the 21. There are a lot of cars between him and the pace car. Adam Chapman in the 80, pulling off the pit road. Chris Bedford, Jerry West. Also making tire pit stop and fuel there. They will be on the freshest of fresh tires. Ben Quimby in the 10 machine. He was last on pit road 16 laps ago. So with everything that has happened, I'm still trying to run some math, do some things, and figure out how this is all going to work out. But for the moment, it has played into Stephen Carey's favor. Will look like a bad situation for him. He has been gifted the lead once again. However, he is going to be on just a little bit older tires than the 86 of Jerry West. So with Jerry West on these fresher tires, he will have a shot at clean air as Quimby is not sure what happened to Ben Quimby. He was being shown scored second place. He is now dropping back through the field. We're pretty much going to have a 10-lap shootout. It is going to be a wild 10 laps. Our restarts have been hectic for the first 7 to 8 laps after a restart. Lights have gone out on the pace car. So this is, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here. This is going to be anyone's race. Kerry really has received a second chance here, but at what cost? Because Jerry West is on just a little bit fresher tires. That could make all the difference. 46, Chris Mefford, Adam Chapman, and Steve Baker all have made pit stops during this caution. They will all be on good and fresh tires. Kerry is proven to be very savvy here on these restarts. If he can pull it off once again, well, all the speculation about to go out the window. Here we go. Kerry on the throttle. Green flag is out, and we are back underway for the closing laps of the SimWorks Performance 200 right here at Las Vegas. And Kerry in the 21 out front. Here comes a hard charging 46, Chris Mefford. Mefford not making a move to the outside just yet. He is going to try and go to the inside, down all the way to the white line. Thought about getting on the apron, but Kerry in the 21 was not going to let him underneath him. And those two get sorted out. Kerry has the lead for the moment. Kerry West in the 86 falling to 4th place as Adam Chapman in the 83 machine. Oh, it's Kerry sideways. Chris Mefford in the 46 is going to make contact with him. Stephen Kerry spins in front of the field. And Chris Mefford, with 9 laps to go, will have the lead. Let's go on aboard with the 46 machine. And Mefford got into the back of the 21 hard right there. Stephen Kerry, after leading the most laps, finds himself with a torn up race car. Fortunately, it looks like a little bit of minor damage to the back end. Did not get into the wall too hard. One more look as we go on board with the 1 of Dustin Ping. Several other cars involved. That is the 55 of Steve Baker, the 88 of Dale Osmond. But the 46 of Chris Mefford is your race leader. Your points leader coming into tonight's Baker in the 55 machine. That'd be contact in this most recent caution. Finds himself torn up and on pit road. Bill Osmond in the 88 machine. He's torn up too. He's on pit road. Tony Quadros in the 12 on pit road. Trying to see who all is out there trying to get some damage fixed, if they can keep going or not. But man, these guys, having a rough go here the final few laps. Kenneth McCullough making his way onto pit road this time. We'll have 3 attempts at a green-white checkered. Good that we need them. Doug Wysocki in the 45, he's getting the wave around here. Doug Wysocki in the 45 machine. Got waved by the pace car. It looked like it was a little messed up. Not 100% sure what was going on. That usually happened in a start situation like that. A lot of things are jumbled up. Josh Spalding in the 48 machine finds himself sitting in 4th place. Started 14th, was riding around at the back of the field with Jerry West and Dale Osmond, letting this race unfold. Now that it has, we're looking at 5 laps to go. Here's Josh Spalding with Jerry West. Guys up at the front, the 83 machine of Adam Chapman had a different strategy. He wanted to run up front entire race. Managed to adjust that. Have another one flash on past. That is the 03 of Kenneth McCullough. With the lights out on the pace car, McCullough trying to get caught back up to the field. A lot of damaged cars in this race. 83 looking very smooth though. Be a little bit of wrinkle in the 46. I'd say so far that hasn't really been an issue. The 83 though does have the advantage of his car looking sharp. Dustin German in the 99 machine, tucked in behind his teammate Jerry West in the 86. See if those two will work together here, as we're gonna have a 4-lap shootout for the end of this thing. Pace car is off, and Mefford wasting no time getting onto the throttle early. Chapman in the 83, not as quick to respond. And that has now put Josh Spalding in the 48 to his inside. Chapman falling all the way to 4th now. But Chris Mefford in the 46, your race leader. Now the gap is going to start closing very quickly, as here comes Jerry West with a good run on the outside. Josh Spalding in the 48 pushing him. They're going to try and motor right on past Mefford. But here comes Chapman to make it 3 wide. Adam Chapman in the red and black 83 machine. He is going to squeeze right through the gap there. And now he finds himself in 2nd place on the back bumper of the 86 of Jerry West. Dustin King in the 99, he's going to go way upstairs. He's going to lose a little bit of ground to Spalding and Mefford. Now with 2 laps to go, Jerry West leading this thing, the 83 of Adam Chapman on his back bumper into 1 and 2. Chapman not yet making a move. Going to continue to stay behind the 86, but he is pushing him hard. White flag in the air this time by. And Jerry West going to lead the white flag flying. Final lap, Dustin German in the 99 to the back bumper of his teammate Adam Chapman. Oh, as Chris Mefford is going to be turned by Spalding. We're going to stay green as the white flag has flown. This race is going to be a 3-car battle to the finish, but Chapman, no help on the outside. Jerry West on the inside with his teammate, and West is going to win it. Dustin German in the 99 second, and Adam Chapman going to end up in 3rd place. We saw a spinning Chris Mefford. Hard into the outside wall there. Let's take a look at what happened. Mefford trying to close the door on Spalding. White flag lap, you got to go for it. Spalding was definitely there. Mefford didn't want him there. So Jerry West, race winner in the 86 machine. There's no one go anywhere. We're going to set up our post-race show while we watch Jerry celebrate his win. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as Jerry West in the 86 finds a way to win this thing. And I was keeping my eye on him all race long. Started at the back, hung out at the back, and here you are picking up another checkered flag SSR, getting it done here tonight. Tell us a little bit about your race, Jay Weezy.
Yeah, man. First off, gotta thank my teammates, man, for this one. Couldn't have did it without Dustin there pushing me. Hate to see what happened to Steve there. I know Josh got caught up in something later on towards the end there in the last couple laps, so I'm not quite sure what happened there. But man, racing it back to the line there after the white flag was very interesting. I knew Dustin was going to try to make a move on me there, and he did it, I think, a little bit too late, but I think I did a good job at holding my position, making it hard for him. So yeah, man, we started in the back, kind of just rode around, watched everybody race really hard too soon, like we always do, and we showed up when it counted, man, and textbook as far as my game strategy. So I'll take it, man. I needed it.
Well, the 86 pulls off another win here, another win for the Smoke Show Racing team. Congratulations. Any shout outs or thank yous? Yeah, Jerry, you there?
Yeah, man, shout out to AMA for putting on this league, man, and the Ohio Indiana Roofing, man, for sponsoring it. Of course, you up there in the booth, man, with Turn 3 Racing Network. It's going to be fun to go back and watch it and hear all your banners, so I can't wait for that. But special thanks to my teammates for helping me out with all the pit strategies and stuff we do during the races and the help they give me there at the end, especially Dustin German there. We owe him one, I guess you should say, but I don't know if I'm gonna be holding up my end of the bargain on that one. But big shout out to everybody that out there watches, man. We do this for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It was a tough one. It's kind of like Daytona and Talladega here, but it's a whole lot of fun. And shout out to Mike Massengill and Tyler Hilton and all the admins for the AMA to help bring us here each and every week, man. We have a whole lot of fun here, and not to forget all the drivers, man. We couldn't do it without them either.
All right, Jerry West, your SimWorks Performance 200 race winner. Nice job, Jerry. Congratulations on getting it done out there tonight. Now it's time to talk to our second place finisher, and that is, I believe he said, Dustin German. How you doing out there tonight, Dustin?
Good, KR. How you doing, bud?
I'll tell you what, I am as thrilled as a pig getting his slop for the night. What a race that was. What a great run you and your teammates had through the field. Find yourself in second place though for the finish, but you had a shot at winning it. Walk us through those last few laps for us.
Yeah, man, just typical crazy restart there, you know, with a few to go. You know, I had a good car there at the end. You know, I knew I could push forward. I had a few cars in front of me that had damage. I think if I could have got by them a little bit quicker, I might have had something for Jerry. At least I could have, you know, maybe got side by side with him. But all in all, man, a good race. You know, this new package is like throwing everybody curveballs. We're going to new places we hadn't been. You know, really testing the waters. You know, see what we can really do. And man, it's a lot like, you know, the old plate racing used to be. You know, at Talladega and Daytona, and you're about at any mile and a half track. So, you know, it's a new ball game, but you know, we seem to figure it out here at SSR.
Well, nice job again. Great race. You guys had good pit strategy, worked your way to the front there, and here you are with a second place finish. Any other shout outs or thank yous you need to give?
Yeah, man, this is my team, man. We're really hitting on all 8 cylinders, if you know what I mean. You know, we got a couple wins as far as the team goes, and I've been knocking on the door every race, it seems like. Hopefully I can break through next week at my favorite track, Michigan. And, you know, just a shout out to you, KR, Turn 3 Broadcasting, AMA, Tyler Hilton, Mike Massengill for, you know, being an admin here while we're running, and just all the people here that show up every Thursday, and the sponsors. You know, it wouldn't be possible without those guys. And yeah, man, that's about it.
All right, Dustin, nice job and congratulations on finishing second here tonight. Now it's time to move on to our third place finisher. That is Adam Chapman. Adam, thank you for waiting patiently, man. But what a race you had. Kept that 83 out front almost all race long. Almost always in the top 5. You come home third place. Tell us about your race.
Yeah, man, I'm happy with third. I mean, not bad. I really just wanted to come in here and this is my first race with these guys. I just wanted to really come in here and try to earn some respect, you know, from everybody to show that I'm a clean racer, or try to be for the most part. So that was the main thing. I think I really don't think I had anything for the 86, but I still think the fastest car in the field all night was the 21. But yeah, I mean, all in all, I'll definitely take third for my first race here. So not too bad.
Well, third place finish is where you were at. You started on the pole position, so showed up with some speed in the car. Had to be a good confidence booster for you.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. You know, like everybody was saying, these cars are a lot different now. I personally, this package fits me more than the old one. I mean, I like the old one more, but this package just fits more because, you know, for a long time, you know, it is like Daytona, but I feel like once the tires wear out, it kind of becomes basically a driver's car. You have to manage tires really good on a longer run. And I think on a longer run, I think I could have been, you know, top 2 fastest on a long run. But, you know, that's just the way it goes sometimes.
All right, Adam. Well, man, before we let you go, any shout outs or thank yous?
Yeah, I just want to thank my team first off. They're not in here, but Overtake Motorsports, and I want to thank one of my sponsors, Todd's Lawn Care and Snow Removal. He's on my car tonight, so thank him for sponsoring me for for about however many races now. And I want to thank all the sponsors for this league. Thank you for the broadcast. I know how that can be, so I hope we put on a good race for everybody. So yeah.
All right, Adam Chapman bringing it home in third place here tonight. Thank you very much, Adam, for hanging out and giving us a great interview. Guys, what a race that was, man. Saw cars, drivers, everything we could see here tonight going every which way. Saw cars trying to be lawnmowers and then decided they didn't want to be lawnmowers anymore. So I don't know. Maybe we need to start up a lawn mowing league. Whatever. But it was a great race anyways. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. Man, I kind of wish I'd have been out there with these guys, really mixing it up on those restarts. Those were very close, very intense for about the first 6 to 7 laps after the green flag dropped. But man, what a race, what a night. Now, nothing left but to go through our results. Jerry West, your race winner. Dustin German gonna bring it home second. Third will be Adam Chapman. We got to hear from all three of those guys. Stephen Carey bring it home fourth. Fifth place, Dustin Ping. Sixth, Ben Quimby. Seventh, Josh Spalding. Doug Wysocki will be eighth. Ninth, Adam Jones. 10th, Zach Taylor. Kenneth McCullough 11th. 12th, Tony Quadros. 13th, Dale Osmond. 14th will be Chris Medford. And Wendell Lowe will be in 15th, the first car 1 lap down. Tyler Hilton in 16th. Steve Baker 17th. Rodrigo Loga ending up in 18th place. Darren Bruce in 19th. Troy Radford will round out your top 20. 21st goes to Chris McCullough. Cade Green 22nd. 23rd, Chris Canfield. Dave McCullough 24th. And Ray Radford scored in 25th spot. Mike Massengill, as always, thank you very much for being our admin here tonight. And Trey Bass, unable to start tonight's race, scored in a 20th spot. So guys, that is going to wrap it up for us here at Turn 3 Racing Network. Thank you very much for joining us. Join us next week at Michigan. Same time, same place, right here on Turn 3. My name is KR Stolfus, and I look forward to seeing you next week. This has been the SimWorks Performance 200 right here at Las Vegas. Don't forget to check out the link provided down below for SimWorks Performance if you are in market for a new computer. Guys, have a good night, and I will see you all next time.